Your team's analysis of MVP released last month shows that 5 out of 7 hypotheses are invalid. Risky place, yeah? What do you advise to do next? Let's look at options. Option A, recommend backlog refinement with a new learning. Option B, recommend further analysis in retrospective. Option C, recommend to stop the project. Option D, stop the current iteration and do replanning. Okay, pick up the option which makes most sense to you out of available 4 options. Okay, so let's look at these options one by one. So what is happening here? We have created a minimum viable product. We put it into a customer environment in customer's hand. We were hoping the customer will behave in a particular way, use the product in a particular way. And if we set up those things, we can serve customers' need. But based on the observation and the usage pattern, we realize that hardly anyone is using in that particular way, the way we anticipated. And many of our possible target customer segments are not even looking at the product. So you had some assumptions, you were hoping this person will use it like this, and those kind of people are not getting attracted to this particular MVP. Now, this learning is a place where we need to change our direction. We are not necessarily continue the way we are working right now. It might result into stopping the project also. It might result into recreating our hypothesis with the new learnings, and then checking if the modified approach can work. That's a one possibility. Or we may change the whole direction of our product offering or a customer segment, which is also called pivot. So it's a turning point. We need to do something about it. Now, here we just have to pick up one option out of 4. So this is something not necessarily an item of retrospective meeting. So I can say that option B seems to be not appropriate here because it's a learning, but retrospectives are more associated with the learnings which are coming from the team's thing. In this learning process, we also need external stakeholders. Yeah, we might end up doing a special retrospective meeting for it, but the analysis has been already done. So that's something is already done. Now we need to act on it. Yeah. So there is an analysis which is already done. Further analysis may produce some refined thing, but better, the question is saying do something about it. So we better, as a project manager, I better advise something to act on. So I keep the option B aside. Stopping the project. Now, there is a possibility, but we are not seeing a very clear judgment coming in that this is something is a hopeless thing or you are investing into wrong place. So clear-cut indication for stopping the project is not coming. It could be the case where after doing something, you may end up stopping the project as well. So that's a possible thing. Now stop the current iteration and do the replanning. Possible, that's a possible. But what should you do before doing replanning? Say, I am running a current iteration. I can say, stop, we need to do new. Okay, you can do that. But what is that new? You need to have a new refined product backlog ready. So you probably focus on option A first before you can think of option D, like recommend backlog refinement with new learning. So your advice would be that, okay, guys, how does this whole learning or discovery changes our path for product development? And that is something which we are going to discuss in a backlog refinement. Backlog refinement may result into deletion of some features, insertions of some new feature, retargeting our customer base differently with the help of new set of features, or changing some of the foundational assumptions which we were using to write or think about previous requirement, so that we have a new way of looking at our customer. And so that change in that backlog might be a shrinking of the scope, might be an extension of the requirement, could be anything. So looking at the available option A seems to be the clear and safe option, that yes, we need to do something about it. Stopping the project seems to be too drastic. Waiting for a retrospective to think about it also seems to be little too much because we have already done a first level of analysis. Better look into it, act on it. And how do we act? We act by reprioritizing or rediscovering our product backlog. So I go with option A, recommend backlog refinement with the new learning.